Dear students, today we will solve the numerical number 10 from chapter number 2. This is physics class 9. The question states that a cricket ball is hit so that it travels straight up in the air. An observer noticed that it took 3 seconds to reach the highest point. What was the initial velocity of the ball? If the ball was hit 1 meter above the ground, how high did it rise from the ground? For example, if we take a image, this is ground, and this is the bat with which the ball was hit, and it moved upward. And let this be maybe the maximum height where it reached. Then it came downward. So since the ball is moving upward, the value of g here will be negative 10 meter per second. This is negative acceleration because the speed is decreasing, and whenever the speed is decreasing, the acceleration is negative. The speed is increasing, the acceleration is positive. It is going upward, so g will be negative 10. It the time which it took to reach the maximum height, this was 3 seconds. And since when it reached its maximum height it stopped, means its final velocity was 0. So I write here Vf for the final velocity is equal to 0 meter per second. And when it was hit, we have to calculate that velocity. That was the initial velocity we have to find. And how high does it move? If I represent this height by h, then we also have to calculate this height. So to find the initial speed, we will use the first equation of motion, which is Vf is equal to Vi plus Gt. The Vi we have to calculate, and Vf is 0 because at the highest point the velocity was 0. And Vi we will write as it is, and the value of g is negative 10, and the time which it took to reach the maximum height was 3 seconds. So 0 is equal to Vi, and if we multiply negative 10 with 3, we will get negative 30. Taking negative 30 on the other side and making Vi as subject, so Vi will be equal to 30 meter per second. And now we have to calculate how high it will go. To calculate the height, we will use the second equation of motion, which is h is equal to Vit plus 1 by 2 at square. But since here the gravitational acceleration is involved, we will write it as gt square. Now putting the values, Vi is 30, and the time which it took to reach the maximum height was 3 seconds, plus 1 by 2. The value of g is negative 10, and again time is 3, but this time it is squared. So simplifying, we will get 90 and minus 45. So it will reach at a height of 45 meter. This is the height, and this is 45 meter. Since the ball was hit 1 meter above the ground, as the observer was seeing, h is equal to, if I write this as h1, then it is 1 meter. So then they have asked to find the total height, means from ground to the ball, this total height we will have to calculate. And if we represent this total height by h2, then the total height h2 will be equal to h1 plus h. h1 was the height of the bat from ground, it was 1 meter, and h was the height which ball reached the maximum height, it was 45 meter, and 45 plus 1 gives us 46 meters. So the observer will see that the ball will reach up to height of 46 meter. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in next lesson.